Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. Romeo, would you get out of here? I'm not doing your quest right now. I'm doing a different quest. Specifically, Ghosts Ahoy. We have all the requirements we need, and this will make it more viable to use the Ectofunctus, which I need to get my prayer up to at least get Protect from Magic in order to go unlock the God spells and get the God Cloak. But all that is riding on Ghosts Ahoy, which is a very inventory intensive quest. So we're going to be taking many trips out to Port Phasmatis. And at least we have the Dramen Staff, which will get us a lot further than we would normally be getting. The first step, we're going to need buckets and pots. The convenient bucket comes back. Fantastic. Because we need to get Ecto tokens. And we'll take our cloak over to Ardoin. Instead of running from Varrock, we can just run over the fairy ring here and pop out in the Haunted Woods. Now there are going to be things that are attacking us here, which is going to make things a little bit more annoying, but I think we'll be able to manage. So we go to the Haunted Woods. We need bones. And the easiest source of bones is going to be undead chickens. Eventually we'll be coming back with much better bones for the actual prayer training. But until we actually complete the quest and have the ectophile, that'd be a little bit annoying to deal with. Here's some undead chickens. We can easily blast them with our fire spells. Fire Strike continues to be the answer to most of my problems. And I'm not going to change. Grab these regular old bones. We can put them over here into the Ectofunctus. Well, not exactly. We need to go upstairs and grind the bones, and then go downstairs and get buckets of slime, and then we can actually use the Ectofunctus. And then we need to do this again to get more Ecto tokens, but that time we'll only have 3 available inventory slots. I mean, I guess we can equip the black square shield for right now. That'll work. That'll save us the 1 inventory space. I did not grab the Ghost Speak amulet before I came over here, so we're actually going to have to go get that before we can actually start the quest. But this will be okay. Luckily, with our advanced agility level, we can just jump down here instead of having to go all the way around those first few times. I think we're going to have to end up dropping a good chunk of these items just for more inventory space eventually. Either that or just take a whole bunch of extra trips. But at any rate, you get bone meal, you get buckets of slime, then typically you would teleport back up with the ectophile, but we don't have that yet. So instead we come up here, worship the Ectofunctus for 4 times the regular XP, and we cannot actually get the Ecto tokens because we don't have the Ghost Speak amulet. Okay. So I was going to dump 2 more trips worth of bones in there, and then we can leave and actually prepare for the quest. Okay. Huge pile of things we need to go get now. Starting with a bucket of slime, which we got down here in the slime pit. Over to Varrock, we can get quite a few of the things we need. Here at the general store. Grab a bowl. And then actually not buying from the general store, which they could really get some more sales if they actually sold these items instead of just keeping them upstairs. There's a spade and a knife. Knife, spade, bowl. We can fill up the bowl over here to get a bowl of water. Just gonna make a fountain water tea, which is fantastic. From low, we will get an oak longbow. That's another one ticked off the list. It's going to be a little difficult to get a few of these things right here. And then we're going to not be able to do this in one trip because of dyes. We'll make it work. So next up, I think I want to go to Edgeville. That's in Drainer. Edgeville's fine. To Edgeville. One of the longtime enemies of Ultimate Iron Man. Needles. But I'm fully prepared with gloves, so I'm not going to kill myself here over and over again. That and the whole hardcore thing. But yeah. Well, that should be all we need to make a needle tea. We got a bowl of water, which we need to boil it up. Bowl of hot water. And the needles. Nothing happened. Needle water and then boil. Maybe. There we go. Needle water. Not needle tea, because it hasn't been heated yet. There we go. Needle tea. Fantastic. Over here in Lumbridge, we can get some of the rest of the things we need. Okay. Well, it's going to be over here and over in Alcarid. Where are we going? Running back and forth. Some kind of path in there. Anyways. Most importantly, for a quest called Ghosts Ahoy, we need to get the Ghost Speak Amulet. So I'll grab that. And then we can head over to Alcarid to get the rest of the things we need. Grabbed a bucket of milk over in Lumbridge. Now all we need is a needle, some thread, a piece of silk, which we can get over here with the silk trader, for a measly 3 coins. And since we're here, I think I will get some more law runes. We're a little bit low on law runes right now. And we're going to need plenty of these in the future. So, having some more teleports is good. So now, we just wield the Ghost Speak Amulet. I think I'm going to ditch the Amulet of Accuracy. It's just really not needed at this point. I have plans to replace it with a much better all-around amulet. Still want to keep the Amulet of Magic. Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, it doesn't out for much either. Amulet of Accuracy. Goodbye. If I ever really wanted that again, I could go get another one, but I really don't. I really don't need that. We also might be ditching the black square shield, depending on how things go. But for now, it is back to Port Phasmatis to claim our Ecto tokens, and then actually get to start the quest. Okay, here we go. With our inventory basically full, we're going to add some more in the form of 60 ecto tokens, which should be more than enough to complete this quest. Going in and out of the door, doing other ecto token activities. We start here with Valerina. She's a ghost, and not too happy about that. We have our ghost speak hamlet, so we can understand. The town has a terrible history. When they created this Ectofuntus, everybody died, and the leader won't let them move on. So we're going to try to get him to let them stop being ghosts. He doesn't listen to them, so our first plan is to have me just go ask. If that was all the quest was, we wouldn't need all these things. And be a very short quest. But here is Necrovarus. He's not happy about anything, really. Threatens to incinerate the flesh from our bones and curse us for an eternity. So, good start. I think we're going to have to do a little bit more than just some diplomacy here. So we are going to try to find a different way of changing his mind. Our first lead is a previous disciple of his that fled years ago. She can be found in a small wooden shack between two castles. Now, there's only so many castles out here in Mauritania, so we've got a good idea of where we need to go. So I'm going to head over that way and see if she can help us. Knock, knock. I'm coming in. Hello, old crone. Your previous disciple of Necrovarus. It's been a long time. And she wants a nice hot cup of needle tea to jog her memory. But she wants it in her special cup. So she gives us her special cup. Careful not to drink the tea. Put it in the cup. And now we have her tea in her cup. But she wants it with milk. So we brought milk. Put in the tea. Don't drink the tea. And now she's got her tea. So now that she can remember better, we'll ask her for help with allowing the ghosts to pass on. Her friend is dead. And that's a problem. So we're going to set things right here. With the Ghost Speak Amulet, which we have, we can enchant it to command Necrovarus to let the ghosts pass on. But we're going to need things to make this enchantment work. We need his robes. We need a book written by an ancient sorcerer from the East. And a translation manual. And if that wasn't enough, we also are going to help her out with something. Her son ran away with pirates long ago. So we're going to try to figure that out too. With this toy boat. it was his. As for all the other bits, I will go and search for all those things. Most of which are, unsurprisingly, back near Port Phasmatis. On a plus side, we can drop this bucket and this bowl now. So that's more inventory space, which is nice. Up on a pirate ship that's been run aground north of the farm here, there is an old man and a dead pirate captain. We show him the boat, but he doesn't recognize it because his boat had a flag. But we can repair it with the silk thread and knife and needle. So now is this your boat? The colors on the flag were different. Well, naturally, because we just put a piece of silk there. He doesn't remember his name, but he was the cabin boy of this long since crashed pirate ship. The pirate captain is dead and won't give us the key to this chest. So we're going to have to help him out a little bit. And now here is a only ever used once mechanic of wind speed. By checking when the wind speed is low, we can get the colors of the pirate ship flag here. And those are the dyes we're going to need. The skull emblem is yellow. We have to wait for it to be low again. Skull emblem is still yellow. That hasn't changed. The bottom half is orange. Okay. And the top half is purple. Fantastic. Now we're going to need to go make these dyes. So with a purple, an orange, and a yellow, we're going to need 2 yellows, 2 reds, and a blue. Now, you may have noticed our inventory space is not ideal. I think we should be able to get rid of the silk. It's already gone. The needle and the thread were probably only for doing that. So I think we should be able to get away with dropping that. Also, the knife was only used for repairing the ship. So now we got a lot more space we can work with. Okay. We go to Lumbridge. Should be able to pick up all of the onions we need to make the yellow dyes. And we can do that. Definitely more convenient when you just have all the dyes in a bank or a shop that sells dyes. But we can make do. Grab some onions, make some yellow dyes. Then we can use one of the yellow dyes to immediately use on the skull part. We can go get some red dyes. That's an onion seed. Might just be 2 onions though. Either way, it's going to be many trips to make dyes. But that's okay. Onions from Lumbridge, red berries from Varrock, woad leaves from Falador, and we are done. Make the 3 colors of dye, which we then use on the ship. Top half, purple. Skull emblem, yellow. and the bottom half orange. A very garish color combination, but I guess it works for him. But now we can bring this back to the son slash cabin boy slash old man and get some help in that area. Okay, now do you recognize the ship? He does indeed. We got it from your mom. She's still alive, yeah. Just to the west of here. A happy family reunion coming right up. And we get the chest key, or this chest here, in which we receive part of a map. How very like pirates to have a map. Over in this chest, we found a giant lobster. Then we walk over here to safe spot said giant lobster. Was the lobster inside the chest? I guess. Fascinating. At any rate, Fire Strike, again, is the champion that we require. Honestly, it's only level 32. Easily would have been doable with melee. But hey, we got Fire Strike. Might as well make use of it. And drop seaweed. Fantastic. There's the second map scrap. But we still need the third. And that is over in that chest, way over there. Why it was put over there? Big question. Who put it there? The old man? Before he died? Or the captain? One of the other crew members? Before they left? Hard to say. It's way over here. Across all these jumps. We can easily open it up. And search it for the final scrap. Which gives us a treasure map. On Dragon Tooth Island. So we're going to have to find our way over to Dragon Tooth Island. Sounds like a swell place to go. So now, I'm going to do a random event, unless I jump and, yep, he's trapped over there now. Yeah, guess I don't really care. I'm taking a lot of damage from falling on the rocks, but that's fine. See if he comes over to here. Ollie needs help? Sure. See if we can get something cool. Yellow hand, top. Through. There you go. Evil Twin. Collected. I don't really need anything from these random events. What's a random event? Mix it up a bit. And it's not like it's difficult or anything. And we get some uncut rubies. Not really what I need. If I really needed rubies, I could just go get cut rubies. And they don't alch for much. Let's drop them. Not a huge deal. Now we get to go into Port Phasmatis and look around for the rest of the things we need. With the Ghost Speak Amulet on, of course. We need translation from the east. So, this katana-wielding fellow over here, from the far east, has indeed brought a translation manual. And he will trade it for a bow signed by Robin, who's staying in the inn. That we can do. So let's head to the inn. Hey, Robin. Would you like to sign this oak longbow? He doesn't want to. But he would like to do some gambling. Hopefully this goes better than the previous gambling portion of a quest we had to deal with. It's a game called Rune Draw, where you get different points for drawing different runes. And if you get the death rune, you lose. He lost. Well, that is a fantastic start. He's not giving us our winnings, but we'll just keep on dragging it out. Nature rune's pretty good. And he lost again. You're really not good at this. 2 times in a row. Devastating. We go again. See if we can sweep this entire thing. Ah, we lost. We gave him our gold for him winning, but he still hasn't paid us for the times he lost. So we pretty much just need to keep doing this until he loses a few more times. There's a bit of strategy here that you could try by not drawing when you're ahead. Oof. Way behind now. Just need to hope he draws the death rune. Yep. See, he probably would have been okay not drawing at that point. Strategy and all that. Let's go again. Comfortably ahead, so I will hold this time. He went twice, and we lost. Oh, I guess hold is you don't continue drawing at all. Okay. It's easy enough to just constantly draw until you win. It's not like it's going to take particularly longer. We are getting absolutely destroyed this game, so we need to keep drawing. I think there's only 9 runes, so we automatically lose if it gets to that point. So that was unfortunate. Nothing we could really have done in that game. Starting with the air rune, good start. Way behind, and we lose again. I guess this is still less annoying than the gambling in Death Plateau, because the amount of times that we won still counts. We don't need to worry about it. We lost again. With Death Plateau, you end up needing to make your total wins higher than your total losses. But this one's much more forgiving. So we get to lose as many times as we want. Only need to win one more, I think. Come on now. We still need a draw, because he could draw all the, yeah, expensive runes. Lose again. The game is slightly rigged, because you're always the 9th draw. And you'll draw the death rune. But still, even then, we really should be doing better than this. 24, death rune. Now there's gotta be more. Maybe there's only 9 at a time. I'm not sure what the exact rules of this are. I think the rule is we always lose. Seems to be. Come on now. 1. Oh, there's more than 9. You got it on the 10th one. I guess it's just the likelihood. 100 coins. Now he'll sign the longbow. How many games of Rune Draw was that? Way more than it needed to be. And the door is closed. We can't get out. Alright. A signed oak longbow. Which we can't wield because we don't have 5 range. I don't know, would that look any different than a regular longbow? Probably not. Here's your bow. And we trade it in for the translation manual. Fantastic. So that is one of the 3 things that we needed. Travel this ghost captain over here to Dragontooth Isle. And following the instructions here, or just blindly digging once we get down onto the southern section. Not here. Not here. There it is. The book. And we can't read it. That's what the translation manual is here for. So now all we need are the robes. And for that, it's time to get political. For our stint in politics, we're going to need to talk to the ghost keeper, or the ghost innkeeper. We're combining the words together right here, I guess. Ghost keeper, sure. Going to steal a bed sheet covered in slime and put it on our head to pretend to be a ghost. Exactly how this is fooling any of them is a question. But we can talk to Gravengas over here. We agree to help out. And now we need to get 10 signatures from the villagers. Some of them don't really want to. We can just keep on switching back and forth between them. If they just stand here, we can easily get as many of these signatures as we want. There's a lot wrong with how we're doing this. We're only getting signatures from 2 people. We're bribing them half the time. And some of them actually do like Nekvaris, which is something, I guess. Paying some of... It's just the same person over and over again. 2 people on this list. So is it any wonder that he's not going to appreciate this? We can take that off so we can run. Obviously you can't run when you're wearing a bedsheet. Here's a petition, totally signed by 10 different people. Are you gonna let him pass now? Really? Of course not. Makes some more threats. And drops a key. Which we will immediately yoink. Head upstairs. Run around to this side. And open the door. What are you doing? When we try to open the door, the ghost disciple stops us. When you use the key, we quickly sneak in. Unlocked. Coffin. Ransacked for the robes. And that is all 3 items we need for the Ghost Speak enchantment. So it is back to the Old Crone. Hello again, Old Crone. I've got the robes, the book, the manual, and I even found your son. Now she does a little dance, and the Ghost Speak amulet is now enchanted. So now we have to head back to the temple and confront Nekvaris for the last time. Oh, he doesn't even know what's gonna happen. Doesn't even see this coming. I command you to do my will. We can have him tell a joke, do a chicken impression. Or we can actually help everyone in town. He tries to fight, but he can't. And now the ghosts can pass on. And now we're the one threatening him. Back through the barrier one last time, where we can now pass for free because of all the helping we did. Interestingly, a reward before the quest ends. But we did it. We can feel the barrier is gone, and they can pass on as they so choose. The ectophile instantly teleports back to the ectofuntus. Also, 2 quest points and 2400 prayer XP. Nice. That's enough for 34 prayer. And 34 prayer is not going to be enough. We need at least 37 here. And that's going to be the goal. Now, as for how we're going to be doing this, it's the ectofuntus and dragon bones. We're going to drop all these other things here that we don't need. This isn't my farming space, so I can go. Looks like we're going to be doing this with 4 bones at a time, which is not great by any means, but it'll have to do. Because we need to make 3 more inventory spaces. That would be kind of doable, I guess. Let's see. We could drop the Ghost Beak Amulet. That'd be fine. We're going to be teleporting to Falador and here, so we drop the Earth Runes for a time. And if I can get 1 more mining level, and then when we want to do some more mining, we can get an adamant pickaxe. So with that, we'd be able to, for the inventory, to have 15 spaces. Yeah. We're going to have to come back here quite a few times, so I think that's probably the best plan. We grab 5 buckets, 5 pots. Can we sell the Amulet of Magic here? We can probably just alch that. Alch, Amulet of Magic. No, alch, no. Wear Amulet of Magic, we need that. We don't need the Ghost Beak Amulet. We don't need the Earth Runes. Teleport to Falador. Well, we're also not going to be able to keep the black square shield then. That's fine too. It's not that good of a shield. We can get a better one at any moment. We just need the inventory space right now. And that is kind of the whole theme of Ultimate. Sacrifices must be made. We just need 800 mining experience. So, a bit of iron ore here. Be able to do that. And then we won't need the mithril pickaxe after that, so this will work out fine. We are going to have to return to Lumbridge to get an anti-dragon shield, because that's going to be pretty important when you're out fighting dragons. So I will get 1 mining level, alch my pickaxe, go get a shield, and it's down into the dragon's den. Down into the Taverley dungeon. Anti-dragon shield, firmly equipped. And we can use this super convenient obstacle pipe. We still get aggression from the baby blue dragons, which is not ideal for me. It would have to be like nearly 100 combat to avoid that, so that's not particularly realistic at this point. This area is fairly dangerous. Blue dragons are level 111, and we're wielding paper-thin robes. So we desperately need to pay attention here to not lose the hardcore status. Many have fallen before us in such attempts. We're going here 5 dragons at a time. And they will all work out. Since we lost the... well, lost isn't the right word, but discarded the Ghost Speak Amulet, we won't be able to reclaim the Ecto tokens that we get for doing this. But recently I don't know if recently would be the right word, 2017. It's news to me, since it's never been a problem before. But the Ghost Disciples can hold 1,000 Ecto tokens. So we can freely offer up 200 Dragon Bones before it's a problem. So that's going to be perfectly fine for us. Also, while we're here at the Blue Dragons, we can get a variety of nice drops. We got some Alkables, Nature and Law runes, coins in small quantities. Obviously, what we're really here for is the Dragon Bones. And the magic experience is pretty nice too. We might need to get more mind runes. Between fighting the dragons and then also fighting in the Mage Arena, probably going to take more than 1,700 casts. But again, we have 2.5 million coins, so buying some more Fire Strikes is not a huge deal. So I'm going to get the first inventory of bones here together. Then we can go see how much experience each trip is going to grant us. Back over at the Ectofuntus. 5 Dragon Bones crushed. 5 buckets of slime. For 288 experience each time. There's 35 per. And we're out of bones. So, a decent amount every time. So we just need to pop back over to Falador, go back to Taverley Dungeon, kill 5 more dragons, and repeat, and repeat. Not going to take too many times to get up to 37 here. So we'll be heading out to the wilderness in no time flat. And there it is. 37 prayer and protect from magic. Exactly what I need to go do Mage Arena. Now, we do not have any prayer potions, so we're going to have to get by with a bit of prayer flicking. But hopefully we do well enough that we can manage that. Going to get a little bit of stuff for the inventory. Would just be the smart idea here. Bring some food in case we mess up the flicks. Probably going to just go and get Caramboins. Probably my best bet. Most healing for inventory space I can really muster at this point. But also what we're going to do is come over here to Nightmare Zone and put our money in the coffer. Now, it's a hardcore account, so if we die in the wilderness, it's most likely series over. I could continue on as a pseudo-hardcore, but probably not. I've got some other plans. But even if we do die, I don't want to give the PKer 2.5 million gold. Worst case scenario, I could drop trade that over to one of my other accounts. Even though I probably still wouldn't do that, because I'd still be using the account for something else. But overall, not losing 2.5 mil is still a good strategy here. So I'm going to keep that in there. I'm going to try my very best not to die. But you never know. With that change, our total risk is 131k, which is substantially less. Here's the fantastic Ultimate Iron Man death screen, where the way things work is everything is dropped. Very little ambiguity with what happens. So anyways, I'm going to go grab some Carom Blondes, and that's out into the deep wilderness. The best place to be on a hardcore account. Fun. Slight miscalculation. Carom Blonde cost money. I'm gonna go back to Nightmare Zone and bring some money. And I get to walk there. Oh well. Okay. The absolute opposite of peak time. Here we go. I'll retaliate off. Not that I have any delusions that I'll survive if anybody attacks me. Wilderness lever scouted. Ready to log out. Yes, I know. I intend to. Alright. Web slashed by me. Any sign of anybody, instantly log out. That is the only correct choice here. Maximum concentration. Web's not slashed. Wasn't expecting them to be. Slashed. Failed. Slashed. Lever. There we go. Whew. Any amount of time in the wilderness is too long. Okay. I retaliate. Fire strike. While we're here, we could buy some runes for a bit cheaper. Well, we only have this much money, so might as well. There we go. It's 240 now. If we trade again, it's already up to 245. Yeah. Acceptable. Let's get other count out of the wilderness. Not risking anything, but I really need to deal with this right now. Okay. Alright. Now it's pretty much a free ride to the Mage Arena, capes, and such. Quick prayers, set to protect from magic. And that's exactly what we need. And I guess we might as well switch back to a US world now. Better ping and whatnot. We're not trying to one-tick flick or anything crazy here, so we'd probably be fine. Alternatively, I could wait till do this later, when it's not this time. But I think we can manage. Bring it on. Let's fight. 60 magic. Prove yourself. That's the plan. And he switches to the next form. He's got a lot of forms. Prayer off when the animation starts. Or, prayer on when the animation starts, rather. So you can get his timing correct. Seems to be about the same as mine. Maybe slightly different. Which does complicate things a little bit. Because we start interrupting his animation with our animation. Which makes the whole flicking thing a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. But I decided to come here without prayer potions, so that's really on me, isn't it? We've got enough food that we can tank a few hits. How many forms of this is there? Enough. There's enough forms. We got this. Just have to not waste too many prayer points here. Not sure if we're flicking right or that's just his defense animation. Spider form. Need to conserve prayer points. It's just slightly tense. Just a little bit. Not sure what his max hit ever gets up to. Probably should have looked that up. Oh, 18. Ouch. Ah, it's interrupting with my spell animation. Not good. I think we got it now. Yeah, seems like our spells are not the same speed. Maybe. Okay, next phase. Back to full health. Prayer's looking okay. Yeah, you just gotta get the rhythm down. And then you'll be okay. Or alternatively, just get prayer potions. And then you don't need to worry about anything. But no. We have to make things difficult for ourselves. I think there's just one more form after this. But each form is probably stronger than the last, so really don't want to mess this up. We still got plenty of food. But there's no reason to chance anything here. So like half of our prayer. Perfectly fine. He says. Almost there. Almost there. And now demon form. That's his attack animation. Yeah, it gets covered up by the defense animations, which is really not what you want. Since we're not using any sound cues or anything here. It's just timing and animation based. So you gotta do your best. And it looks like our best is going to be good enough. to defeat Collodion. Pretty amusing that in a battle of mages, we just protect from all the attacks and use one of the basic spells. And that somehow counts as good enough here. But I will take what I can get, honestly. I will take what I can get. We are splashing plenty, which isn't too surprising. Is a magical enemy, after all. Still don't want to try to take any hits here to test out his max hit. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Almost there. Still don't want to just keep the prayer on, because we could run into a legendary streak of splashing. And then where would we be? Probably Lumbridge. Probably Lumbridge. We can get pretty far with just some prayer flicking. But ultimately, prayer potions are going to be useful. You get out of here. A worthy battle mage. Very good. Into the portal with me. Now, we're not going to be learning the spells or doing anything else with these. It's just about the cape. And secondarily, it's a useful god item. And monk robes are the easiest thing to obtain. So we're going to go with the Zamorak cape. And there it is. No reason to take more than one. We don't have a bank. Then we talk to the Guardian. And gifts us a fancy staff. Ain't that fun? And that's all we needed from here. And we're safe. So what we get out of this is the Zamorak cape with a ton more magic accuracy. And the Zamorak staff, which interesting has less magic accuracy. But we don't need that. We will not be casting Flames of Zamorak, because that would require being out in the wilderness longer. So I'm going to say goodbye to that. And hello to 48,000 coins. Also, dropping the Artie Cloak for now. Because I am, in fact, returning to the Green Dragons. And I'm going to need more buckets for this. Because I want to get a little bit more prayer levels. And we've got more magic accuracy than ever to make that a reality. Back we go. And there is 40 prayer. A lot of stuff in there. Probably most importantly, protect from missiles. The vestment robes and cloaks could be useful, but I think you need the full set in order to take them back out of the costume room, so probably not going to be able to make use of that. But protect from range is okay. Probably the least used of the 3 protection prayers. But it's just another step on the road to 43. Also, crossed 800 total level, so that's pretty nice. And I had to buy some more runes. Like 2,000 more casts. Over here in Varrock, which I totally meant to teleport to. Romeo, get out of here. Someday I'm going to just help him so he stops bothering me. But for now, back to the dragons for the ultimate prayer. And here is 43 prayer for protect from melee. A very, very big deal. Opens the doors for a lot of different activities and quests, even if we don't have prayer pots. Protect from melee. Pretty solid. I have 300 more mind runes still, so I'm gonna go kill a few dragons. It's definitely not gonna be enough to get to 44 or anything. I'm gonna get this magic level though, so that's nice. So that is some very important and powerful unlocks for the account. And we're going to get more useful upgrades and start making use of our giant pile of cash next time. Goodbye.